Hello and welcome to Sacred Foundations. This is a video 2 for the month of June 2022. I'm Julia Frehner with my good friend Jill Chesrow. And this video will be our meditation and frequency work associated with the cards that were pulled earlier in the month. So welcome, Jill. It's always so good to be with you.
And always great to be with you. So let's just do a quick little reminder if anybody is new watching this video. So while this portion of our monthly Sacred Foundations is standalone, it pairs wonderfully with the reading of the month. Really, they're geared to be tied together, although they're each an individual entity all in and of themselves. Of course, this is not in place of licensed medical care or licensed therapy. Your inner wisdom is the gatekeeper, so you will receive exactly what is beneficial to you. Take what resonates with you and let the rest go. These healing frequencies will work with you until they're fully integrated. And again, if they don't serve you, they just won't interact with your energetic field. So while Julia does the intuitive meditation based on the message and the frequency of the cards, know that they added frequency work that I'll be doing during this. We want you to pay attention to what comes up for you visually, what comes up for you auditorily outside of the sounds of the room and what Julia is saying. Pay attention to what you feel in your physical body, any direct knowings that you had. So if at any point in time, during the meditation, you can pause the video and journal and write down anything. Obviously, we recommend you wait till the end to pause it. And then Julia will bring people back into conscious awareness. If you're not ready to come back, again, you could pause the video. You can just stay in the meditative space for as long as feels comfortable for you. So even though we're going to be wrapping up and saying our goodbyes, know that your inner wisdom is going to keep you in the energetic space for the deep insight and the deep balancing and harmonizing of your body, mind, and spirit frequencies. So does that make sense, Julia?
Absolutely. Yes.
All right. I could already feel the amazing energy. So again, we invite you to go back and look and listen to the reading and see what comes up for you. As we bring the image up onto the screen, you can also see if anything visually jumps out at you at this time, something different than what you saw in the beginning of the month when we did the card reading itself. And just follow your guidance. There is no way to get this not right, would be the NLP way of saying that, I think. All right, Jules, anything else before I pull up the image?
No, let's go for it. I'm ready. Thank you.
All right.
They're just so lovely to look at, aren't they? So beautiful. So if you'll take a couple of good deep breaths, this is at your own pace, feeling the chest and the lungs and the belly. And go ahead and release through the mouth, and in that release, that sink a little bit deeper into that earthen temple of you. Again, this is at your pace, your breath. Doing a check-in. What areas need to relax? This moment, just welcome yourself here and now. Now finding your own natural ebb and flow of breath. Connecting deeper within that beautiful body of you. Fully embodying the body. Noticing how the breath slows and lengthens. Coming into your breath awareness, your patterns. Noticing the pause between the inhalation and exhalation, as well as the pause between each cycle of breath. And in the next breath, now that you're fully in your body, bring your mind to the base of the spine. And as it opens up, follow that grounding cord on down to the many layers of Mama Earth. Always returning to the breath. You land at that crystalline core of Gaia, at her temple, at her place. And like the Great Mother, she greets you at the door. And she embraces you. And taking your hand, she guides you out across the porch into the yard. And noticing how magical this place is for you. And around this little hedge of shrubs, she leads you to a space where there's a beautiful blanket laid out on the green grass. And the sun is out, and there are clouds floating by. And she's prepared a beautiful picnic for you. Notice all the items that are there. What does it look like? How is it set up? And do you feel within you that excitement as a child would feel being invited to a delightful picnic? Did you find your place on the blanket? And the beautiful mother is with you. And she begins to serve you. And she holds your hand and she offers a beautiful blessing for the gifts that you are receiving. A blessing of love, of awareness. And she kisses your third eye and sits down next to you. And you begin conversation. What's coming in to the conversation? What are you sharing with her? And as a great mother, you know that anything you share is sacred and honored and safe. This is a place of safety and support. She offering you insights, guidance. Is she simply holding the space, holding the love? It is exactly what it needs to be for you. And you feel her connection right at that heart space, knowing that she's got you. And then she reaches her hand out and encourages you to look just beyond the blanket into the green grass, by the hedges, the shrubbery. And you begin to watch these beautiful ferns coming up out of this beautiful earth. And they're rising ever so gently, softly swaying to the breeze, to the frequency, and to the energy. And as they rise, they begin to unfurl. How many do you see? What is their beautiful color? And she knows what the gift is with each of these unfurling ferns. She smiles and looks at you. And you're inspired to be curious. You're inspired to go closer. And as they unfurl at the tip, the top of the unfurled part, there's a gift for you, be it a word, a color, a symbol, an image. And you know they're for your restoration. To begin to restore the weary parts of you, to refill your cup. And as you go around and you begin to see each one, you're invited to pluck the ones so needed for you right now. Be open, be receptive, be aware of your breath. Allow the gifts to be just what they need to be for you. And after you've gathered, you come back to the blanket and you snuggle in next to the Great Mother. And you show her the blessings, the gifts that the ferns unfurled for you, the ones that she provided for you. And she smiles and she nods and she embraces you. And as you have these little gifts in your hands, cupped together, she puts her hands under yours. And together pushes both sets of hands and the gifts to your heart space. And you are being infused with the energies of the gifts that she's given. They become one with you. And you breathe in the restoration. You breathe in the gifts. You breathe in the air that's around. You breathe in the scent of the Great Mother. And when you're ready, you know the time, you know the right time. You rise with her. And she takes your hand and she walks you to the edge of this beautiful place. And as you have final conversation, she once again directs your attention right behind where you see the playfulness of cat and dog, of lion and lamb. Who else? What else does she show you right there? And she invites you into the playfulness, into the love, into the trust. and you smile, and you embrace her, and you receive all you need to receive, taking with you the memories, the insights. And you step back from this magical place, beginning to feel back into that beautiful earthen temple of you, giving gratitude to the Great Mother, to the magic and wonder of these places that you take yourself, to the gifts that you received, and to the knowing that you are fully restored, rejuvenated, re-energized, knowing that your cup is full, and offering gratitude for yourself, for giving yourself this time, this moment. And in the next breath, in 3, 2, 1, begin to feel your fingers and your toes. Open your eyes. Welcome back, beautiful one.
All right, so again, if need be, go ahead and pause the video and sit in this space for as long as you choose. If you did come back with us, we invite you to journal anything that came up for you before Julia and I share any final insights with you. So again, take a nice breath in and exhale and release. Julia, before I share anything, is there anything that you wanted to mention that came up for you during the meditation?
No, it was really very beautiful. And I received rejuvenation and restoration. So I hope that everyone else does too. Thank you, Jill.
Yeah, that was really beautiful. So anytime there's any type of frequency work done, there's always some form of clearing, releasing, balancing, harmonizing, and expansion of the field in the right amount for you. So the restoration card in the helpful energy position, there was that's just such a beautiful card, one of my favorites. I do want to just mention, we worked on the chakra system, balanced and harmonized, releasing all that you're ready to release at this time. So what I heard in my inner ear was really some of the essence of this particular frequency session is creative expansion and creative expression. So there's this creative expansion, and then there's the expression of it. For some other people, it's creative expression and then creative expansion. So feel into which one resonates with you more. Are you in the process of creative expression and expansion, or creative expansion and expression? It's a very subtle difference, but a difference. There is a little bit of an energetic difference. They're both beautiful and correct. So I want you to, in addition to anything else that you're reflecting on, I do invite you to reflect on what the creative expression and expansion, or vice versa, means for you in this regard. There was a lot of throat chakra work and solar plexus work, which really correlate to the breath awareness, and then the final card of trust, in addition to the heart space opening up. And there was a lot of even the root chakra and the sacral chakra. So really most of them, the one that didn't come through the most was the third eye, which says to me two different things. One of them is you're actually quite balanced in your third eye at this point in time, so it wasn't as significant for that to come up. So but again, anything that you needed came through and was absolutely beautiful. Julia, I want to thank you again. And then we just remind you that you can come back to this meditation and frequency work for the rest of June or even after that, just whenever this particular session comes up for you as beneficial on your journey. Julia, before we wrap up, did you want to mention the play shop?
Yes. Yeah, Jill and I are offering a further dive into Sacred Foundations. It will be a play shop that will provide the link down below that you can register for. It's a free time to take this work a little bit deeper. We'll talk about what is your Sacred Foundations. We will go into a reading and a meditation together during this. It's a wonderful way to really begin to weave what we do at a more conscious level for you. We're so excited to work with you and to play with you and to spend this time with you. So yeah, down below, please sign up, join us. We will offer it twice in the month of July. I can't remember the second date, but the first one is, I believe, July 7th. So is that right?
I believe it is July 6th and then the 16th. Does that ring a bell for you?
Yes, that does. Sorry. You know, I have to apologize. I come out of the meditation and I am still like on your frequency work, and it takes me just a minute. But yes, all the pertinent information will be there. So,
and we hope you join us. And then just to differentiate a little bit of a difference between what we do here monthly and what in the play shop, we're just going to go deeper, but also the containers is a little bit smaller, right? So the intention behind this Sacred Foundations container is, people come to it, find the information at the time that's correct for them. And then as far as these play shop goes, the container's smaller. So there will be even a deeper personalization to the work that is done in the play shops. So we look forward to seeing you, and happy Sacred Foundations. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.